What's up guys, Nolan here, and I'm about to play my first raid on a fresh Edge of Darkness account at level 17, almost all of the traders unlocked at level 2, and a few million rubles with another 3 million coming over the next 2 days. I understand this is a late wipe, so that might not sound like a lot, but this can and will be done by me on day 1 of the wipe, I presume forever, unless something changes. Let's break it down. Now, if you're out of the loop, yesterday BSG pushed a patch where Arena was connected to the base game and the new trader ref became available. So your PMC that you use in the base game is the PMC that you use in Arena. It is a one-to-one transfer of XP and skills. If you get level 5 in Arena, your PMC in the base game will be level 5. If you're level 10 in the base game, your PMC in Arena will be level 10. The new trader ref allows you to transfer items in Arena to the base game like GP coins, Lega kill coins, and cases, but also straight up rubles. And you do not even need to unlock him in order to move the rubles from Arena to the base game. It was limited to 500,000 a day, but this morning they updated it to 1.5 million a day to transfer rubles from Arena to the base game. I've yet to earn any cases or Lega kill coins, even though I've had some high kill streaks and won several games. All of this was on the last hero game mode, which is free-for-all, and you do spawn back very quick. It is, in my opinion, very fun. Definitely compared to team fight mode, it's amazing. If you play Arena solo, play last hero. The only downside is there's still skill-based matchmaking in the unranked mode, so if you play, you will play with people at your skill level, so you will have to sweat your nuts off if you want to win, or if you just want to do well. Or actually, now that I think about it, just to play in general, and I really dislike that personally in a game where there is a ranked option. One of the major reasons why I don't play Call of Duty anymore, even if I just want to go and shoot stuff, is because of things like that. I'd rather go play something like BattleBit, but I digress. So I played less than 30 games on a fresh account, 28 free-for-all and 2 team fight. The majority of the free-for-all games I was top 3, and I won several, so there is a skill test to this, because of course, if you win, you get a bunch of XP, and if you do well, you get more XP than if you didn't do well. So I did play quite well in order to achieve this in the time that I did. That being said, by doing that in that amount of time on a fresh account, I was able to go over to the base game having not played a single raid yet, and because of the extra rep I have from Edge of Darkness, I will be running my first raid with almost all of the traders at level 2, several million rubles, and the flea market. And yes, that is doable on day 1 of a fresh wipe. So this is doable on day 1, hour 1 of a fresh wipe, so that's why the question comes to mind in whether this should be possible or not. Should we be able to do this? What do you guys think? I made a Twitter post about this last night and I've already gotten a lot of opinions on it, between this needs to be nerfed all the way up to this isn't worth it. It goes in all directions. My opinion on it is this is fine, but we'll see what BSG thinks. The reason why I think this is fine is because of the time sink. The only reason this would be seen as overpowered is when you think of it only on the day 1 of wipe perspective. While most are matching to get into their first raid, you could be in the middle of your first game of Arena. It really comes down to how many successful raids can you have in the span of time it takes you to grind the XP to this point. In Arena, let's say 7 to 10 hours. Personally, I don't care. I hate sitting in those queues. I'll go play Arena where I can actually play and have a bit of fun while also progressing and being able to share it with the main account. However, I still need to do the tasks when I get to the main game. I will still need to run to the same routes, fight the same people. I'll just be doing it at a much higher level with level 2 trader gear that I can buy no problem. The tasks are what limit you, and the benefit is in the ability to actually play the game instead of waiting in queues on day 1. I absolutely believe there's players who, generally speaking, would be in a better off state just doing normal raids because of the snowball of gear and tasks completed, although they will very likely be a lower level with some worse stats compared to the Arena grinder. The raid grinder will have better stats in other places and likely not run into many players at the points of interest that they need for the tasks that they're on because they are so far ahead. So there might be a better benefit from that. However, that's if you're successful. Anybody can lose their first few raids. Anybody can lose a bunch of gear in those first few raids. Not many can have very successful raids and do it in that amount of time on day 1 where you're going to be waiting in queues. So if you're not in a position to be in the front and push those tasks quickly, or you just want to enjoy the game as much as possible, it's pretty clear the Arena route is the way to go in my opinion. So at least when you do go play those first raids and have to sit in those queues, you're doing it with lots of cash and better gear. But again, let me know what you guys think. That's the topic for today, but there is some other stuff. The bosses have moved to reserve for that 100% boss spawn event, and it has been extended throughout the weekend, so have fun with that. Nikita shared a picture of a tripwire on Twitter. He did confirm those are coming at some point in the future during the Tarkov TV, so that is going to be a topic for another video, but that's a thing, so stay tuned for that. That's all for today, guys. Thank you everybody over on Patreon for the support, helping me get to TwitchCon this year. I'm going to need it. If you're interested in some exclusive content from the Patreon, go check that out, link in the description. Other ways to support what I do include click all the buttons on the screen or come by a stream, follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, both linked below, and check out my other channels for other games right here, including Star Citizen and Broken Arrow. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.